Oh yes, what's going on, Periscope? So check this out. So the funny thing is, because I do have two YouTube channels and I haven't really made videos in a while. Because it's not just ran out of ideas. The idea, the fact of the matter is, when you can't edit your video, especially on YouTube, nobody really watches your video. Especially too, maybe nobody wants to see my face. That could be the other picture. But besides any of that, it's just crazy to know that I have made YouTube videos, and I don't really get a lot of people watch my videos. But it's funny though, when I comment on other YouTube videos, I imagine the hate I get on commenting other people's YouTube videos, which I thought was crazy. Like I said, man, especially to sports fans especially, it's crazy. Especially to, like, there's this guy, he did a YouTube on the Boston Celtics, since he himself is a Boston Celtic fan. So basically, the Boston Celtics, they did finish first in the East. Obviously, they couldn't beat the Cleveland Cavaliers, and since the way the offseason went, and chances are Boston, in my prediction anyway, is still probably a fourth seed team, even after winning first place. Because I know some Boston fans are like, how do you go from first to fourth? Simple. One, Cleveland has not traded with Kyrie Irving. Second of all, let's face it, you got rid of Avery Bradley. I'm sorry, you had to trade Avery Bradley. You had to get rid of Kelly Olynyk just to get Gordon Hayward, which is not, like I said, is not bad. But at the same time, you look at what you gave up. You have to give up a rebounder and a defender. Now think about this. Toronto did not mess up their lineup. They brought everybody back. Washington, I don't know, that Otto Porter thing, which I'm pretty disappointed with Washington, because let's be honest, man, I do not believe Otto Porter is worth $100 million, but they want to keep Otto Porter. So Brooklyn tried to get Otto Porter away from Washington, and somehow Washington decided to say, hey, look, even though maybe he might not be worth $100 million, we'll give him the contract. And I'm like thinking, if you're John Wall right now, you gotta be thinking to yourself, dude, I am not staying in Washington, man. I am not signing a contract extension knowing that I'm going to spend 6 more years for $180 million. I mean, like they said, after a while, man, in the NBA, you want to win once in a while, right? And for the Washington Wizards especially, it's like, you have John Wall. John Wall, don't sign that contract extension. That's just crazy. Don't do it. But besides that, let's go back to the crazy Boston Celtics guys. So they're talking about, something, but like at the same time, Toronto didn't get worse. Washington didn't get worse. Both of those two teams would beat the Boston Celtics. Not only that, too, the Milwaukee Bucks, especially Greek the Freak. How are you defending him? You have no Kevin Olynyk. You have no Avery Bradley. Heck, Milwaukee might jump past the Boston Celtics. So basically, you got Gordon Hayward, but besides getting Gordon Hayward, think about it. Avery Bradley is a 16-point scorer. You replace him with Gordon Hayward, who probably, he'll probably give you 22 points, between 22 points a game. But that's only, 6-8 point difference, but you gave up rebounding. Avery Bradley was basically your leading rebounder. You gave up your leading rebounder, though. So it's like, all right, we'll trade him to Detroit for Marcus Morris. Now, Marcus Morris, on the other hand, hopefully he can give you some points and boards. But besides that, that's tough to solve, because now, like they said in that video's comment again, they don't like the roster. They don't have a bench, or actually, take that back, they don't have a backup shooting guard. So if you're in Boston, what do you do? Because the thing about it is, all right, so you got Gordon Hayward, you're gonna get out-rebounded. Al Horford, for some reason, is not a better rebounder. You would think a guy that's 6'11". I mean, let's be honest, man, he's not Brook Lopez, so I'm expecting Al Horford to, rebound better, but somehow that didn't happen. But besides any of that, it's just crazy to know that Al Horford was your second or third leading rebounder. Al Horford got rebounded by Avery Bradley, who you just traded away. So these delusional Boston fans, I'm not saying that Boston should have a bad year, but at the same time, I'm just thinking to myself, like they said, minus, or it's an add plus subtraction and stuff, something like that. So you would think that if you add minus subtraction, you would think that the Boston Celtics, on paper, should look better offensively, but you gave up on defense and rebounding. Now the point is, if you're not going to be able to place defense and rebounding, you're going to get killed. And so is Gordon Hayward going to give you enough to offset your idea you guys can't rebound? And the fact that I don't know how better a defender Gordon Hayward is. Is he really a better defender than Avery Bradley? In that sense, we'll never know. But then the whole thing in Cleveland, we don't know either. The whole Kyrie Irving. And it's just crazy to know that most people think that Kyrie Irving is a dummy for leaving. Me personally, I don't think so. I think it's a great idea. Let's face it, LeBron James himself can't commit in staying in Cleveland. Let's face that. And what's worse too is you hear on reports saying that he might want to go to LA. I'm thinking in my head, unless he gave up on being the greatest of all time, man, go to LA. I mean, heck, the idea is you trying to chase himself, admitting that he's trying to chase ghost of number 23, one of the greatest players of all time in Michael Jordan, and he's talking about going to LA and beat who? The Golden Celtics? I'm sorry, beating the Golden State Warriors with nobody in LA? Who's gonna beat him with? Lorenzo Ball? Come on, seriously, man. LeBron James is hurting his legacy. It's just crazy to know. To me personally, he's probably the greatest small forward of all time, but him being the greatest player of all time is just, I don't know. I mean, let's face it, man. 5 finals losses. You know, let's face it, it's not his fault, but at the same time, you think after 14 years in the NBA, you should realize his chances of beating Golden State last season was basically if you pound the ball, take Kevin Durant to the hole, take Draymond Green to the hole, do something, draw fouls, do something. Look at Game 3. Kevin Durant pulls up and hits a game-winning 3 in his face. Why? Because you failed to wear him down. You didn't have to freaking stop him, just wear him down. Where a shot like that shouldn't have hit. And besides that, I don't know, LeBron James though. I mean, he still is the greatest player right now. Currently playing right now, he's the number 1 player right now. But at the same time, he needs to realize, hey, stupid, you need to work on a post game. You need to hit 3 throws. And definitely, if you're playing the Golden State in the finals again, tack the basket. Besides that, folks, I got to bounce. We out of here. We out of here, Periscope. Enjoy the rest of your day. Aloha.